In today's reality wrap, we talk about the Real Housewives of Orange County star Shannon Beador's recent arrest. We dish about the upcoming 90-day fiancé before the 90 days tell-all, and we also talk about Bethany Frankel. All that and so much more in today's reality wrap. So what do we want to start with, Shawnee? Are we starting with Shannon Beador?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about that hot mess.
So,
wow.
If you're under a rock, Shannon Beador got a DUI and was arrested on Saturday night. She was allegedly drunk. She ran into somebody's home. Then she reversed. She drove out the home. She got out her car, allegedly with her dog, Archie, and proceeded to walk the streets as if they were just walking the streets.
Yes, just taking a walk.
Just taking it. However, somebody had seen the accident, called the police. She was arrested. And that is what happened.
There's video of the accident.
In the video and the aftermath of the accident.
I've also seen some pictures of her with John Jansen. Apparently, he's been taking care of her following all of this, and she has bruises all over her face.
Like, and I was told her hand is broken.
She is definitely injured from and Jeff Lewis also pointed out that she sustained some injuries after all this. Apparently, this is like finally her big wake-up call. So maybe she'll stop drinking.
You know what's interesting? For years on Real Housewives of Orange County, they've always been talking about Shannon's drinking, but it has never come up at the reunion. I don't know why it has never come up. And we've seen her drunk a lot of times, and for some reason it's always been kept out of her storyline. But this season, Gina recently said, you need to go to rehab. She said it in her confessional. And now this. So
out now. I mean, this is big.
But you know what's interesting as well? The Tres Amigas, which is her and Vicky and Tamra, you know, they're doing a show. They're doing like performances. Yeah, and apparently they're plugging like tequilas, and the show is like they joke about drinking. So I don't know how
do that. That's not a good look. That's like when the Countess Luann was doing all her stuff and was drinking and trying to pretend like she didn't have a problem. Like this is a problem.
Yeah, so they're joking and having this big Tres Amigas show around it, and I'm thinking, how are you gonna rearrange this now? Because
they'll have to change it. I mean, here's the thing, like I like Shannon a lot, and I always have, and I kind of always, I guess, like I won't say that like I see myself in her or whatever, but I've always like, I guess I've liked her a lot more than a lot of the other OC girls.
Okay.
And when she got divorced from David, I felt terrible for her. That tore her up, and clearly she's been going through it. And she definitely didn't heal.
No.
Work through the divorce and the rejection and all of the stress of losing David. And then had to have John dump her and just be like, yeah, I'm done with this relationship, and walk away like it didn't mean anything. I mean, she's been going through it. And what she did is stupid. A DUI is incredibly stupid. But I kind of feel bad for her because I feel like Shannon's not the type of person to drink and drive. So she must really be like super rock bottom to be in this place right now. You know what I mean? And I'm really glad that John's stepping up to help her, but I also think she needs therapy. She needs counseling, and she needs alcohol treatment, and she needs to walk away from a lot of really bad behaviors like now.
You know what I'm thinking though? I think that, so I don't know if you've been watching this season of Orange County, right? John Jansen is not the best person for her.
No,
based on what they've been saying about how he's been, and Shannon is a nervous wreck every time they mention this man's name. It's like even before they broke up, she was so scared of them saying anything about the relationship that would get back to him. She was literally like on edge every time they mention this man's name, right? However, Shawnee, it seems as if John and Shannon are back together. Before this, because they're saying she was leaving his house, which is why Archie was in the car.
Oh, well, that makes
weren't
sense.
out drinking with Archie in the car.
Right. It's not right. You're exactly right. It's not like she was out at a bar.
Right. They're saying she was at his house. Something must have. I just feel like she left there in a huff, angry and drunk. And which is why I'm convinced that this person is bad for her. This is not going to. So when I saw them yesterday in the photos, I was like okay.
Yeah, you're right. If she's on pins and needles and always trying to like not upset John, like walk away, man.
And everybody on the cast were just like, they're saying that he talks about her body and the things that they're saying about him, about the way he treats her. It's not good.
That's not good.
It's lowering her self-esteem. So for her to go back to him, she has to be in a low place. And I was hoping that when I saw the accident, I was like, all right, if Shannon was with him, I'm hoping this means she's done. This was the final hurrah. And then I'm looking and I'm seeing John with his face in the camera, like
here he is, trying to look like a hero.
He loves being on camera, by the way. Like they're saying he is.
Oh gosh,
likes the attention.
OC, ew.
He wants to be a OC husband, which we don't care about the OC husbands, if we're being honest. So I feel sad for Shannon, and I'm glad nobody was hurt. I just feel like there's no excuse because people usually get there's so many persons have died from drunk drivers, and it's just not fair. And how dare you put Archie in danger? Archie, by the way, was trending on Twitter. Did you know?
I did not. Wow.
Archie was
Everybody wants to know if the dog's okay.
Archie, people were bad. Like, how dare you put Archie in danger? Archie, they gave Archie a little confessional. I was cracking up.
Everybody cares about Archie. That's cute.
Yeah. But I don't know. What's interesting is that the reunion has already filmed. So this is not going to be a part of it. It's not going to be discussed. But I want to know if they actually discuss her drinking at all. Because it was brought up. So I'm waiting to see that. Did you see Tamra's 2 T's in a pod interview?
No, but I did see something about Tamra is upset about the way that wasn't Tamra upset about the way that Shannon was being supported, or there's something along those lines. I'm not entirely clear.
So apparently, because they have their Tres Amigas show. So the GUI would have happened on a Saturday night. Tamra spoke to Shannon on Sunday. Shannon said nothing to her about it, right? So I'm listening to 2 T's in a pod Monday, and Emily is co-hosting. Yeah, I think is it Emily? Somebody's co-hosting. No, Cynthia from Atlanta.
Right.
Co-hosting with Teddy.
Steps in when Teddy doesn't want to talk about something, which has been...
Cynthia steps in. She does all the OC ones because Tamra, I guess, is a conflict of interest.
Okay. That makes sense.
So when they're discussing OC, Cynthia comes on. So Cynthia was there because Tamra is apparently going off on vacation. So they call Tamra, and Tamra is shaking and crying and in shock that this happened, right? And she was like, I spoke to her last night. Sunday night, she said nothing. She just said she had a rough couple of days. However, I'm thinking to she's like, blah, 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 blah. I'm thinking to myself, Shannon has every right to not tell Tamra a thing. Because why are you on this podcast telling her business anyway if she's here? What is wrong with you? Shannon had told Tamra. If Tamra would have been on that podcast telling them everything.
She would have slid the notes over to Cynthia, it all would have got out. It wouldn't have mattered.
So I'm like, this is exactly why she didn't tell you. When Kyle Richards was having her little fling, Teddy made sure to say, listen, I am not talking about my friend. And Teddy stepped away. Why is Tamra not doing the same thing? This is like...
Tamra's messy. And I mean, she wants to make sure her podcast...
She's annoying me this season. She's annoying me. I'm so annoyed.
It's like everybody was happy to have Tamra back, and then we remembered why she was gone.
I know. I'm like, I get why you were gone. Tamra is overproducing the show. Tamra came in and said to herself, all right, kids, we're going to go after Heather. And they are going after,
well, she's got to make sure she brings the ratings so she'll get a contract again. She doesn't want to get kicked off again.
I think Tamra had so much on her shoulders coming back. It was a lot of pressure, but I think she's overdoing it. Like, chill, miss, chill. We have producers on the show already.
Right.
Yeah. So there's a lot happening in OC, and we're going to talk about your BFF.
Which one?
Yeah. Your BFF Bethany Frankel.
Oh,
and
well, I thought you were going to say Angela again. Like, no.
No, Angela is chilling this week. Angela is chilling, and Bethany is being Bethany.
Oh gosh, anything to get a headline, Bethany.
So Bethany she does a lot of makeup critique and stuff, and people seem to love it. And so she gets free makeup, right?
Right.
Bethany now has a whole bag full of makeup that she has used. I mean, she opens them, she tests them out, she puts them back or whatever. Right. Bethany proceeds to go to so Bethany, with camera in hand, goes to TJ Maxx and has the bag full of makeup. And the funniest part was Bethany saying, and I feel like Bethany was there with the camera and a crew, because when she was walking up to the lady was looking behind Bethany like, what is happening? Right. So I feel like there was like a whole entourage behind Bethany. Bethany proceeds to Bethany says, I'm going to bring these makeup to my friend, because they're always complimenting me on my purchases. So I'm going to give it. Right. Bethany says to her friend, hey, what's your name?
Such a good friend. Let me tell you something about when I worked in retail. I complimented everybody's purchases too. That's part of the job, Bethany. That's what they do. They want to make you feel good about what you bought at the store. She's such a weirdo.
Bethany says, what's your name? At my friend. I'm bringing this for my friend. There she is. What's your name? So Consuelo says, Consuelo, looking scared and trembling and wondering why there's a camera in her face. So Consuelo says, Consuelo. And Bethany's there, the camera's there. She says, look, I brought you all this makeup and they're stacked in different bags. Just give them to your friends. So Consuelo says, they're not allowed to take stuff. So Consuelo says, we're not really allowed to take gifts and whatever. Bethany says, no. I'll talk to the manager.
We'll make an exception for me. Hey, Bethany.
As if she owns TJ Maxx. Gives this one. No, Consuelo. Don't you worry about it. I will talk to the manager because apparently I own TJ Maxx.
Right.
Your views, Shawnee, my darling.
My views on this? I mean, here's the thing, and I hate to admit this. I really hate to admit this on camera. I have watched Bethany's makeup reviews. I kind of like them. I think she's a little erratic, but I actually like them. People like
them.
I like a good makeup review, especially one that's honest. And she's always been pretty honest about what works, what doesn't work. And I've got a pretty good idea of what works and what doesn't work. So if she was mine, I would know, I like them. I think that she is so freaking full of herself and just anything for attention, anything for a headline, anything. I mean, she had to know full well that marching into TJ Maxx wasn't going to work out for her. I heard she actually left the makeup and told them I'll fix it, I'll call, whatever, and come back and pick up the makeup.
Yeah.
Because they were like, no.
Her upset.
Right.
No, Consuelo, and I feel
with the cameras behind you so that you can get press out of it or whatever. I hate that for her. Do things for the good of doing things. And that's why I can't even really get behind her foundation anymore. I used to talk Bethany up, be strong, what a great thing, blah, blah, blah. Well, it would be great if she would shut up and do it instead of, I feel like a good deed is a good deed until you do it so that you can tell people you did it.
You did it. Exactly.
And at that point, it's cheap and it's fake and it's, who cares if you're doing good things because you're only doing it for yourself. I don't like that.
I don't know.
And that's what I don't like about Bethany really is everything is always about herself and what she can get and how she can make people think she's great. And she's really
Bethany, for me, I feel like, so number one, I don't want your used makeup. So that's number one. That's random stranger who don't know my name that has been in the store once, and I don't want your used makeup.
I don't want my best friend's used makeup. That's gross. We don't do.
That's the first thing. The second thing is, if you're gonna give me your used makeup, why is there a camera in my face?
Right.
Why?
Right.
So Carol. So somebody sent the video to Carol, and Carol was like, yeah, Bethany trying to be like she's some like white savior or whatever, and people were bashing Bethany. Naturally, Bethany, who will never let anyone has the last word, comes on camera. Apparently I'm being canceled because I gave away some unused makeup. They were just moved, so apparently I'm being and I was just like, Bethany's so irrational, and what's wrong with her?
More headlines.
Take the L, and just move on.
Right.
What never will. The reality reckoning. What's happening with that?
We haven't heard anything about it in weeks. Like, apparently with the writer's strike, there's a couple of meetings happening in the background literally right now. And they may, and I'm fingers crossed because I want TV back so bad.
I know.
They may be able to strike a deal.
I hope. Listen, please.
Right?
These people. So we can.
I mean, that's a big deal right now, and it's something that I actually wrote about today. Matt Walsh dropped out of Dancing with the Stars. What he said is that he put his time on pause with Dancing with the Stars in hopes that the WGA contract can be resolved, because they just recently had a meeting, and they have another one coming up, I think today. And they may be able to come to an agreement. And if that's the case, he'll get back out there and dance. Matt Walsh is a WGA writer. He writes for a lot of TV shows and podcast things. He is also SAG-AFTRA. SAG-AFTRA doesn't have any issue. Well, I mean, everybody has issue with everybody who's doing anything on TV right now, but they are not a part of the show. Dancing with the Stars historically has employed one WGA writer every season to write the the lead-ins and things for the hosts. So this season will be really interesting to see, first of all, what these people are talking about. Because Julianne Hough, it's her first season, and she's alongside Alfonso Ribeiro, and they don't have a writer writing their
script.
Because
they just made this switch up. So now is when you need the writers, because things are going to be rocky.
This could be very, very interesting. So fingers crossed that all will go well and we will get this resolved so that we can have all of our dancers and our co-hosts will not look stupid. But apparently they're striking outside of the Dancing with the Stars studios right now. Because it's a struck show, because the WGA writer, they are not supposed to be going forward this season.
They're not supposed to be a part of that.
Right. So I guess my tie-in to Bethany in all of this is, if WGA comes to an agreement, SAG-AFTRA is going to be right after them. I hope within the next, probably couple of months at least, they're trying to come to an agreement. Her reality reckoning is going to lose a lot of steam if these other striking Hollywood companies fix it. What's she going to do?
Because she would need to get in there now before, but instead she's just racketeering. She's not racketeering.
Anything for the headlines. And in the meantime, Andy Cohen doesn't want anything to do with her.
No.
Bravo won't want anything to do with her. I can't imagine any reality show on the planet would want to put her on their show after she's gone out and threatened to, unionize all the reality stars and go on strike.
And Sue, it's not even the unionize, it's the lawsuit. Why are you telling me with a lawsuit before we even had a conversation? Isn't that where it starts? Don't you have a conversation first? And then if we can't come to an agreement to unionize the reality stars, then we go to the lawsuit? Supposedly.
And let me be clear, I am very, very pro-union. I think it's a thing.
No,
and I think
they should.
Reality stars especially, they need something, because reality TV pay is crap.
Crumbs.
Especially compared to how much these networks are making off of these shows. They're making millions on millions.
Reruns and the different networks they're on and syndication. It's crazy.
Right. And I mean, the reality stars, these, for example, the Big Brother stars, they're making $1,000 an episode, or no, $1,000 a week. I'm sorry, $1,000 a week. and it's airing.
Wow, so it's not even per episode.
A week. That's their stipend. If you win, you get a big chunk of cash or whatever. But
yeah,
I mean,
but only one person can win.
Right. I mean, 90 Day Fiance, they're making like 1,000 or 1,500.
I was
They're making terrible money. The Housewives, it's a little better, like especially the seasoned ones.
Yeah, man, they're good.
Compared to what Bravo's making off of them, though, are they? Because I think that a lot of these, especially the reality shows, when they cast people, they cast them. It's almost like when you get hit up to write something for somebody and they're like, we'll pay you with exposure. Like that. Like,
no,
we're
ma'am.
1,000 an episode. Oh,
yeah.
I won't do it either because exposure is a joke. I have a byline already. Why would I need exposure? But like when you're paying like this $1,000 episode or whatever, they're telling these 90 Day Fiance stars you can sign up for Cameo,
which they do.
And they do, and they make great money doing it.
Yeah, some of them do. You know what I think? You know what I think it is though with these reality stars, why I think a lot of them don't want to rock the boat, is they're on it because honestly, a lot of these reality stars just want to be seen. They just want attention. Yeah. They want social media followers. Like, so even if you're not paying them $1, just the mere fact that they can put in their bio 90 Day Fiance season 5, and they can put that on. Even persons like, I see a friend of somebody on 90 Day Fiance putting 90 Day Fiance in their bio. Mom, you had a 5-minute role.
Right. You didn't even get the little name card.
Right. You didn't even get the little thing that says somebody's friend. Why are you having? So I think some of them, just the mere fact that they're on TV and can say they're on TV, they're not really seeing the bigger picture.
Right.
You know, and so I think that's why a lot of them are just.
Well, I think a lot of them also know that if they jump in line behind Bethany, they're going to lose their opportunities because nobody's going to come calling.
Yeah, after that. And Bethany has her money set.
More money, and we're going to like strike for it. Nobody's going to do that. Like, as remember, a management or as the production.
Yeah, you're out. You're not going to be on any more shows, no more network. But also, Bethany did this after making her millions. So she's good. Even if she is never going to be on TV again. So
she'll be fine, right?
And we will be happier for it, I might add, because we don't necessarily want to see Beth.
Now she just get off TikTok.
And Bethany out at between the TikToks and the YouTube videos and the makeup giving up. I'm Bethany out. So
yeah, I can see exactly why. And I used to like her. I used to fall for that. You know,
she was likable at one point, and now she's spiraling.
It's just way too much. She's doing too much to try to get the fame that she had, and it's just like, you're a tryhard.
It's overexposure. Bethany reminds me of Heidi and Spencer now. Heidi and Spencer. Like, remember when they were just everywhere, and then suddenly everybody just banned them and be like, we're not talking about you anymore?
I have another confession.
Yeah?
I really like them.
You really like Heidi?
Well, you know, they're on TikTok, and I follow Spencer more than Heidi. And they're selling crystals and all that stuff. And he's actually really funny to like watch on. I like him on TikTok. I don't like him on my TV. He made a comeback like on one of these shows, like Special Forces or Traders or one of those shows. I actually probably really dig seeing him on TV again.
No, because I don't mind.
I actually enjoy him.
I don't mind Heidi and Spencer at all. It's just at one point the desperation was too much. We had to put a pause.
Well, he's addressed that several months ago in a TikTok video, actually addressed that, like some of the fakery that they actually did, and how some of the websites would pay them to like basically like go along with their made up headlines and just go with it or whatever, you know, exclusives or whatever. And a lot of that stuff was it was very Bethany-esque in terms of like, it was not real. And they went along with it because they got a big paycheck out of it that they needed.
And wouldn't we all, though? I mean, if you are going to be that, and they have no shame in their game.
Do an exclusive about like my financial woes or heading to bankruptcy. I can't remember the specifics of all of it, but there was like a big spread in one of the magazines. I don't want to name them because I don't want to be wrong, but one of them about like their bankruptcy, they're going broke type of stuff. I would not take a paycheck from anybody that out. No.
But the thing about Heidi and Spencer is that they had no shame in it, which I liked actually. Like they weren't even pretending.
It's good.
It's like Bethany that's acting like, oh, it's for the good of humanity and yeah. They're just like, nah, we're getting paid. We're doing this.
Right. I like the honesty. I feel like you have to respect that they aren't trying to be like, well, I'm just trying to be a great person. Like, no, you're trying to line your paycheck.
And we're not hiding it. You know, the other day, Spencer did a video and it was hilarious. It was off his Bethany thing. And he was like, listen, networks, we're available. We're not worried about money. Pay us whatever. I was cracking up. Spencer was just like, nope, we're not suing you. We're not upset. Just pay me whatever. We'll be on TV. It was the
right.
I was like,
because they know that the TV exposure will get him, well, it'll sell a whole lot more of his crystals.
Okay, yeah.
Those things are expensive. I went to the website. I was like, whoa. Okay.
You were gonna buy a crystal, Shawnee.
I just was curious. And I mean, you know, sometimes I like to have things like, you know, this is from such and such. This is from like Portia sheets. I have Portia sheets, you know.
I know you've talked about those Portia sheets.
Portia sheets.
Yeah, you told me they're very soft.
Advertise your sheets.
Yeah, I would buy Portia sheets to be honest, because I love Portia. So
I love her sheets. They're really nice. They're soft. They wash well. They don't like come flying off my bed, you know.
Portia's gonna use that for her next ad on Instagram. So do you want to do 90 Day Fiance tell all? The teaser for what we saw so far?
Tell me what you saw.
All right, so first of all, I want to see Violet and Riley's thing play out.
What a hot mess.
Do you think Violet is pregnant, Shawnee?
No.
I don't think so either.
I think it's all for attention, headlines, exposure, and to get Riley all messed up.
But it seems so odd to me because so we watched them. They had zero chemistry, right? I didn't even know you could get pregnant by looking someone in the eyes, because that's the most I've seen them do. So how this woman is even pregnant, I was like, okay.
I don't believe it.
But also, I don't understand her end game. You clearly do not want this man. No. She didn't exactly seem like she was desperate to come to America. I don't understand what was the point. I don't understand. She didn't necessarily seem desperate to be on TV either.
Next season on before the 90 days, and they're back.
She didn't even seem like she really she wasn't really playing up
being on TV at all. Maybe she was shy. I mean, I've heard stories of everybody is excited to get signed onto the show, and then when the cameras start rolling, they just kind of freeze. Maybe she's very, I don't know.
But then if you're shy, why are we doing a pregnancy storyline now? And can Violet still get pregnant? I'm not even being cruel. I'm like, I thought she was like 50s. Isn't she in her 50s?
He looks older. And Riley said that based on the medication he takes, the odds of him getting someone pregnant
1%. Yeah, he said 1%.
I just don't think so. I think it's all for drama and ratings.
It'll
make us all watch the tell-all that maybe we wouldn't have watched before. Because honestly, season was kind of, if I had to rate the seasons that are on right now, Before the 90 Days, The Other Way, and The Last Resort, it would be The Last Resort first, The Other Way second, Before the 90 Days third. I didn't love it.
Yeah, I'm not loving. I think I would give The Other Way first, then The Last Resort, and then Before the 90 Days.
But it's still dead last. It just wasn't awesome. And I almost feel like they brought The Other Way back so soon because they knew Before the 90 Days just wasn't doing it. Great. It wasn't great.
You know what's weird to me? That couple, I'm confused about their NDAs. I'm very confused. So, Mary and Brandon, which we need to talk about also. Mary and Brandon were supposedly fired, right? Because we found out they got married.
Right. We found it all out months ago.
Yeah, literally so long ago.
I feel like it wasn't entirely their fault though.
No.
Because it was their family members spilling all the details. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I mean, TLC and Sharp Entertainment has not made any kind of official statement saying that they're fired. As far as we're concerned, this is still a rumor that they're fired because nobody said, hey, they're fired.
Yeah.
But everybody's under the understanding that they won't be coming back.
Yeah.
I think they'll come back. Yes, we know they got married. Yes, we know that she's pregnant. But I still
want to see what happens next.
See this train wreck and see if she chills out. You know what I mean? Like now they're going to be married with a baby together. Is she going to stop making him be on the phone with her 24/7 while he works? Like, chill out.
Somebody asked in one of the messages, somebody said, if they have a girl, will Brandon be allowed to look at the baby? I laughed so hard.
I mean, girl or boy, she's going to be jealous about any attention that baby gets.
Do not look the baby in the eyes.
Right?
Look at me while you're changing the baby.
Right. I don't know what he's thinking, even getting into that situation. I honestly don't think it will work out well in the end.
I don't think it would work out well. You know, I thought that at first, but Shawnee, have you followed these two on TikTok? They're not leaving each other. They're not going anywhere. Until they do. But I think they're gonna stick it out for now. I think they're going to stick it out for at least 5 years, if I'm being honest. Like when I see them, they're very immature, but it's kind of like young first love. And
how long do those last?
But you break up 6,000 times, but you still keep hanging on. I feel like it's going to be one of those. Did you see she has the baby already is what we're thinking, right? Because a lot of time has passed.
Well, I mean, she showed the pregnancy on the show. So, yeah, probably.
Which would have been a year ago they would have filmed.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. Because they would have filmed, they would have had to edit the show, which would have taken a few more months. And then, you know, it usually airs like...
The tell-all was filmed like last month though, right? I feel like the tell-all was like last month.
That's the other way tell-all?
No.
Before the 90 days tell-all. Remember Brandon and Thingy are the other way.
Oh, you know what? You're right. I don't think that they've filmed it all yet. So maybe we'll see the baby.
I haven't seen anything about
any New York stuff or, you know, any of that. So maybe we will see that. Maybe we'll see the baby at the tell-all.
But I have a feeling they won't be there at all. I don't know why. Why do I think that? Because
you think they're fired?
Yeah, I just feel like
tell-all.
I just feel like we're not. But
I know. I guess that'll tell us if they're fired or not. If they're there, that'll tell us if they're fired or not. If they're there,
we might see them on video. Actually, we might see. But
that's what they do. They put all the out of the country couples will all be on video.
Wait, but everybody. Oh no, some will be. But everybody will be on video for the other way then. Because none of them came back.
Yeah, I don't see any that have come back. So yeah, sounds about right.
I don't like.
I guess we'll see how they manage
the on video thing.
I don't either.
It's if there's one person like Michael who we know is gonna be on our screens only, that's one thing. But when it's a lot of them on video, I don't.
Just showing it by video, it's kind of boring.
It's so lame, and I don't know.
Of the other couples that are going to be at this tell-all, I guess I'm wondering which ones are even going to still be together. I can't wait to find out who's together and who's not. I think Christian and Cleo are definitely not together.
And should not be. Christian can go about his business.
Christian,
let him go on. Goodbye.
Bye. Yeah, keep going out to bars and talking to girls, Christian. It's no big deal.
Christian is just so...
Yeah, I was not into him either. And then like Statler and Dempsey, they shocked me. I really thought they would break up. And then Dempsey was like, no, I really want you to move here. That shocked me.
It shocked me, but I feel like they're over now.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I suspect that they're not, because they've been very careful on social media.
Oh yes, Statler is like...
Oh yeah.
Statler is scared of that NDA.
She doesn't want to lose that little tiny paycheck. But they follow each other.
Okay.
Stuff. I always keep an eye on who follows each other, who is
me too.
Because you can always just follow each other, even if you don't like each other, and just ignore. But if you're liking stuff.
Yeah. But what about Razvan and Amanda? Because they're liking stuff. Do you think they're still together?
I don't know. I think they are, they shouldn't be. I think they are.
You think they are?
If they are, that they shouldn't be. They're terrible together.
Razvan deserves justice for Razvan.
Yeah.
Razvan is so sweet.
Hands down, she should have never moved on as quickly as she did.
No.
For any reason, no matter how much you like the attention. That was weird.
But also, Shawnee, she didn't move on. She didn't.
I know she just brought her husband with her.
Yeah, she did not move on. She moved, but she didn't move on.
Right. I think it's weird. I mean, she's all over TikTok now too. And she's doing this whole, like, if you think you hated me then, just watch,
Yeah. Yeah. I see her trying to be like I don't care.
Embrace the villain, I'm so bad.
She does not make a good villain. You can tell she's that sweet girl who made a horrible decision, broke our sweet Razvan's heart. I don't know
about sweet girl. Have you read any of like the legal stuff about her before all of this? Apparently she's been arrested for assault because she beat some girl up. And trying to piece some of this together. And it sounds like her deceased husband, was either married or in a relationship before her. And I believe that the person that she got in a fight with was that person. Like, she was the other woman that stole this man.
Oh, so she literally beat up the wife and was like, he's my man. Okay.
It's looking like.
So she
definitely has a criminal record for assaulting him. And it had something to do with him. So take that.
All right. So I'm gonna be nice to Amanda because I can't fight. So I'm gonna just all nice things. Amanda, you're lovely, you're wonderful, and we have the same middle name. You're great. You're great, girl. But I love Razvan. I just think Razvan is just so sweet and stunning.
He is a good-looking guy. I like him a lot more than Sarper, Shekinah and Sarper. He kind of reminds me of that vibe as far as like, the fitness stuff. And
how dare you compare Sarper and Razvan? How dare you even call their name in the same sentence? I am offended.
Me out. I'm sorry. He's
Sarper.
Sorry, Sarper, but your track record is gross.
Sarper could not compare to our sweet darling Razvan.
I think Razvan is okay. I think he's an all right guy.
Shawnee, here's what is, I don't understand what's happening. Why are Sarper and Shekinah letting us know that they're still together? Did they not sign an NDA? They're not even Shawnee, they're not even pretending like they're...
For starters, you know that she is doing this for the exposure.
Yes, for 100%. Sure.
Because this is not her first reality show. She was on Millionaire Matchmaker. She actually matched with that guy from like Matchbox 20 or something, and they were together for a couple of years.
Yeah, and then she matched with another guy from Millionaire Matchmaker after him.
So this is not, reality TV is her thing. Fame is her thing. She's clearly been. I would be really interested to know what other reality shows she's tried to get on, because I'm sure I probably can't count them on both hands. That's just the impression she gives me. I agree. All about, getting on TV. Getting famous, getting her name out there, and now she has a social media presence. How neat.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what happened, which is why they don't care. They don't care about whether you fire us now, because who cares? We got on, we're on TV, it's airing. Because Shawnee, every day on TikTok, we're touring the place where we first met. We're blah, blah, blah. We're having, like, they're clearly still together. And they've also created a page like together of where they just share their lives. So like it would be Sarper and Shanika. Like they created their own fan page is what I'm saying.
Right.
And so they just post and then they comment on the post. It's very bizarre. But yeah, she has
hang out long enough. People will make the fan pages for you. What are you doing?
They did not give us a minute to become fans. They were just like, we're not waiting on y'all. Just do our own. So they post the things there and talk in the third person when we know it's them posting it. It's so bizarre. But I can tell that Shekinah has a business and she just wants exposure for it. And that's it. I mean, I
can't really be mad about it because, like, we've said the reality paychecks are teeny. Yeah. And really the payoff is you know, the fame that comes along with it.
Yeah, I get the feeling Shakina doesn't need that little chump change. I get the feeling she has a very successful business. I don't think she cares about that little $1,000 stipend. So she's on it for the followers and the fame and the what you get from it. I think I saw a cameo recently too.
Of course, I'm sure.
These people have their cameos all turned up and ready to go.
90-day people have cameos. It's crazy.
They all have cameos. Yeah. Yeah.
Not me. I don't have.
No, not me either. Maybe I should do a cameo and charge it like 50 cents.
$1.
$5 a week. Why?
Right.
It's Burger King. Treat myself to Burger King.
I'd be like, I'm not gonna put makeup on for $1.
I know, right? Like, really? All right, $2. I'm gonna do $2, Shawnee. You've convinced me. I hiked up my price. No, nobody can afford me. Thank you, Shawnee.
Right. I get you. I get it.
Shawnee, Darcy, and Georgie. What is happening, Shawnee, with that?
Well, what they want us to think is that they have reconciled, they're back together, and maybe
they're getting married. They're not getting married.
I don't think so either.
They're definitely not. I saw by the way, when I saw the post of Georgie, I thought it was a flashback photo.
Yeah, he's very clean cut now, and I don't know how I feel about it.
I love it.
You do?
I thought it was a younger Georgie, and he was
12. Huh? He looks 12.
He looks 21.
Get that man
legal
hair.
No, Georgie's a very attractive guy. I thought it was a flashback photo of like him in his younger years, and then I was like, oh.
I mean, so I'll say that I am thrilled that he cut his hair off because I hated that.
The long hair wasn't. Oh. No, I didn't like the long hair. Nor did I like the blonde. I didn't like the blonde. When he did the blonde streak thing, nope.
But he looks very, very young. I don't know. It's all very weird.
I think they're having an event. So I saw either Darcy or Stacy. I think it was Stacy. Like they were getting ready for something. I think their birthday's coming up is what I saw her put up. Right. I think so she was getting her hair blown out and blah, blah, blah. I think they're going to have like a big birthday bash thing. They're not getting married today. If Darcy and George were getting married, it would be filmed. Which means
absolutely. And we would all know.
It would be filmed. Right. For sure. Are they filming another season? I'm not hearing anything.
I haven't heard anything yet, but I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, the thing with Darcy, and I think part of the reason that they've kept her around for so long is she is professional level when it comes to keeping things under wraps. She does not tell what's coming out. She does not give away anything. She doesn't
do a lot of interviews or anything. Yeah, that's true.
Very like hush hush. So I mean, they could very well be filming whatever they're doing right now, and we won't know it because she won't say it. Yeah. Another one that I have to give props for that is Angela. Always keeps it under wraps. You never know what's going on in the background. She's very, very good about that, and I think that's a big part of why they keep bringing her back because they
Kalani too.
Mm-hmm.
Kalani has a way of,
especially with this Asuelu stuff.
Kalani's evolved because
I'm all over the place telling people all about that bum.
We know, Shawnee.
I know, right? We know.
It's like I would be blasting this.
At least you know I'm being honest.
This cheating loser would be all over my TikTok. Like, I'm not keeping this a secret because people need to know that you're a cheating loser. Right. All right? Fire me, TLC. Right. Fire me. But Kalani,
do something about it, right?
Especially like I have a new man. Please. Like, I would be blasting him so bad. But Kalani?
Haunting that. I mean, the thing is, though, she kind of did, but she did it in like the perfect reality TV way. Like, you know, we even wrote about it a couple of times. Like, is this new man? Like, you can see the little tattoo on his hand or whatever. And
yeah, she teased it a little bit.
She definitely teased it and teased it and teased it. She had us dying to find out.
So, I mean, we died. Yeah.
Love to Kalani for that. She knew what she was doing.
You know, I love Kalani. Does the dude have an Instagram? I don't see him on social media.
I don't really know. I mean...
Yeah, he doesn't seem to have a social media presence, which I love, by the way, because that means he's not doing it for the camera time, for the followers, I love that for her.
I do too.
Yeah, Yeah.
I really hope that he likes her for her.
Yeah.
And for fame, because she's a beautiful girl, and I think that
so lovely, and she just seems like a sweet, pure,
Asuelu is just, he's just not all there. He's just not all.
So you ever see these people, and no, even in your own life, you meet somebody and you could just tell that your life would take just this downward spiral if you continued with this person. That's Asuelu and Kalani's life to me. Right. If she had not met Asuelu, I am telling you, I can imagine where Kalani would be today.
She would be on reality TV though.
That's true.
Because we see the train wreck of she went to Samoa on vacation and fell in love with, or got knocked up by the guy at the pool.
First time.
Right?
Yeah, Kalani's life would have taken a completely different turn, and I'm sure she's happy she has her babies, and so you don't regret it. But I'm just saying, one person can just have such an impact on your life for the good or for the bad.
Yes.
And you kind of need to weed out those bad ones from the beginning. Weed them out,
or just, take your time.
Or take your time, yes. So that's when you finally realize what's. Like, I weed people out before they do anything. I need to find a balance, because I'm the opposite of people who, people who see red flags and red flags and red flags. I'll see it's not even a flag, and I'm like, I'm done.
Right? You're smart.
I don't know, it's not smart, because sometimes it's not anything, and I'm just over, I don't want it to even go into a flag, so I'm out.
I mean, if you see a warning, take that warning. If you get a gut, listen,
yeah.
Don't doubt yourself.
No. The minute I see something, I'm like, bah.
Right. I get you. I mean, I am not that person. And
the nice, lovely people never are, to be honest. I have friends who will give chance after chance, and they're just the sweetest. And it's like
hi, my name is Doormat.
It's not a doormat. We need people like you to be like, okay, there's still people like that in this world, because we need y'all still, Shawty. We need y'all.
Right?
I
see the good in people, even if it's little teeny.
Yeah. What I wanted, last thing, which is traitors. Did you see the Catholic?
I can't wait for this show.
I love traitors.
First of all, I went back and had to binge the first one because I missed out on the hype the first time, and I freaking loved it. Oh my gosh!
Well, you were the person who told me to watch it.
I did, and I sat through the full show in 2 days. I was so into it, so good. Cannot wait. They've got a whole bunch of people. They got Peter Weber from The Bachelor.
Okay.
Wait. They have a whole bunch of people from The Challenge, CT, and I want to say maybe Wes. I can't remember. What was the one that Bergie from Love Island. Okay, I have to say this on camera. Who does Bergie know in the reality TV world that keeps bringing this guy back?
I have no idea who Bergie is.
You don't know who Bergie from Love Island this season? The guy
I didn't watch it.
That had never had a girlfriend before, and they put him on Love Island.
You were telling me about him.
Okay, he's coming to Traitors.
Okay, so was he that great
all the way to the end of Love Island? He didn't even get sent home.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, it was wild. So now he's gonna do Traitors too, and I'm just like, he's a really nice guy, really nice, but I just
don't know if he's a reality TV type of vibe.
TV guy, which I mean, I guess that'll be kind of cool on a show like this, because we'll see how they all.
So the Bravo celebrities that Bravo just announced that's gonna be on Traitors, we have Phaedra Parks from Housewives of Atlanta. We have also Sheree Whitfield from Atlanta.
Yeah, but I'll take Phaedra.
Listen, we're loving. We have Tamra from Orange County. Okay. Tamra will be interesting to watch. We have Larsa from Miami Housewives.
Yeah, I saw that. And Marcus.
Marcus? Who's Marcus?
Her boyfriend.
He's on it as well? Stop!
I hope they make one of them a traitor and one of them not.
That would be so juicy.
Please do this.
And then there's Mercedes Javid from Shahs of Sunset.
Okay, I like
which
that.
Which we haven't seen in a while. Yeah. Shawnee, I'm so excited for this show. This show was so good, and it flew under the radar because persons didn't know The show
Because it's
was
on Peacock and nobody wants to go tune in.
like, I'm not
Go
paying for Peacock.
guys, get Peacock, please.
I'm not paying for one more streaming service, Shawnee. I'm not paying for one more streaming
I'll give
service.
you a list of shows that make it worth it.
Well, I'm gonna need
This is my plug for Peacock, okay? This is my plug.
Pay her money.
For Real Housewives shows. Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. You always get it there early before it goes on.
Yeah.
There's a show called Poker Face with Natasha Lyonne. It's excellent. Bel Air, the Fresh Prince of Bel Air spinoff, the new one. It's like the dark version of the Fresh Prince.
I heard about it, but I didn't really.
You need to watch it.
It's good?
I like it better than the original Fresh Prince. Don't come for me. I like it better than the original because the original was a sitcom and it was supposed to like be like all feel good and whatever. It's not a sitcom. It's very drama.
I do prefer darker movies, so I wouldn't mind that spin. So
I really enjoyed, and I don't know if this is up your alley, but I really enjoyed the Twisted Metal series that came out several months ago. It's a remake of a video game.
Zero interest.
Very good.
Zero interest in that.
Really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the story. Anthony Mackie plays the lead. You know.
Okay. Perked up a little bit there.
I mean, I wasn't a big Twisted Metal fan. I'm a little bit of a gamer.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not a gamer.
Fan. But the show is good. It's like this post-apocalyptic, like the world is shut down type of thing. And
but
then,
if you're not a fan of the game, will you get it by watching the movie? Will it make sense?
100%.
Yes? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yes, it's totally worth it. And it's only one season. So if you hate it, shut up.
Yeah. Okay.
I
want to watch American Horror Story. Is it the first? Is it the first episode that's out, or is everything?
Aired last night. Aired last night. American Horror Story Delicate, season 12. And
is it the whole season or just one episode?
That's one episode on. I know.
I hate when they do that. I just
on
want to
FX.
see how was Kim Kardashian's debut?
Amazing.
That's what I'm hearing.
Here's the thing: everybody wanted to hate her, and they wanted her to wreck the whole thing or whatever.
Yeah.
She showed up, and even the people that wanted to hate her can't stop talking about her performance because I have seen it compared to, like, basically what I'm seeing is they're like, well, Kim Kardashian is basically playing Kris Jenner.
Her mom. I saw that. Listen, but Kim works hard and she does not like to be mediocre. So I didn't expect her, unless she was playing herself, I didn't expect her to be mediocre in this, but I know I'm dying to see it because I was a little nervous for her. Like,
I'm excited about it. I mean, I've been an American Horror Story fan for years. I've seen every season.
I love it. I
really hope that this one makes up for some of the most recent ones that just weren't as great.
Okay.
I feel like it's one of those shows that like they should have stopped like at season 5 and they just
gets crazy.
Push in, and I just need them to like bring it back. You know what I mean?
But I'm confused because there's 2 sets of American Horror Stories. So there's one with the short series.
That's American Horror Stories, and it's an anthology. Like, yeah, it's almost like Tales from the Crypt.
Right. So that's different from this.
That's different from American Horror.
This is the one that I want to see. Okay, gotcha. Because I've watched both.
I watched both too, and honestly, I watched both.
I love them. I do.
Recently, I've liked the stories better.
I watched the story.
Like the show just kind of fell off for a couple of seasons and got weird.
The show went crazy because I think I watched it in like a 2-day week, and I just discovered it one day, and I just could not stop watching. And it was good. Yeah, I just watched it. It was like I could not stop. I was.
What's your favorite
season?
Yeah, what's your favorite season of American Horror Story? Which one did you like?
Is there 5 seasons?
Oh gosh, there's like 12.
I don't know. I think because I watched all of them in one.
Oh gosh.
So it was just a 2-day thing for me. I don't know it as
I got into it during Coven, which is season 3. It's by far my favorite.
Season 3 is your favorite.
Season 3 is my favorite. Murder House is my second favorite. Freak Show is probably my third.
Okay, I would have to go back and look to tell you. But there was one when like all the witches
That's Coven.
Together. Oh, is that one? I think that's the one that I loved. Yeah.
It actually had ties in, and it's very much like the movie The Craft. There was a lot of that.
Oh, and I love the crowd.
Yes.
No, that's a classic. Yeah, that's what it reminded me of. I think that's the one that sticks out for me. Yeah, that was good. So I'm gonna watch it later. It's so much work to do. Oh,
I know. TV is like, there's so much TV to watch. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'll be definitely tuning in to the new season of American Horror Story. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch that. What else did we have on here to discuss?
I've got a horror story for you. Let's talk about Clayton Echard. That's
Clayton Echard. Okay.
Clayton Echard is in the news because he's being sued to prove that he is or isn't the father of some woman's twins. So apparently, Clayton is being accused of hooking up with a woman that came to him for his real estate services. They had a hookup. Yeah, very professional, Clayton.
Okay, Clayton.
He contends that they did not have intercourse, that it was all oral or whatever, so that he doesn't believe that a pregnancy could happen. According to the paperwork, the court filings, which we have seen, he has texted this woman incessantly. He has denied that he is the father. He has threatened to ruin her if she goes with the pregnancy. He has begged her to get an abortion. He has told her, hands down, I do not want to be a father. I do not want to be in this kid's life. He has. This is like wild
and does not seem like his personality at all.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
Oh, you're not?
You're talking about Clayton Echard that told 3 different women that he was in love with them at the finale and had sex with all of them in fantasy suites and lied to them about how he wasn't going to sleep with anybody else in fantasy suites, slept with all of them. Okay. This guy?
Okay, my bad. Scratch that from the record.
I absolutely believe it. But so he's it's at the point now where there has been police involvement. This woman, I would be scared if I was her because he's a little unhinged and he's so worried about getting on TV again and his real estate and his fitness training career.
It's the desperation of this is what I'm saying. But clearly he's lying, Shawnee, because if you didn't have sex, what do you care if this woman has a pregnancy? Clearly it's not yours.
You can go away and this is never an issue. Well, now they have it. Well, they apparently last month, they were supposed to actually meet at a center and do prenatal testing because she's pregnant with twins. She's due in February.
Oh, wow. So
he didn't come. And so she had put a down payment on this testing and he just didn't test. So now because of the paternity suit and legal getting involved, basically, they have a new paternity test scheduled for like the 26th, which would be Tuesday. Can't wait to hear about that.
But why does he need to be there? Why didn't she just do the test anyway?
Because they can't test that he's the father.
Well, they need his. Okay. Yes, you're right. You're right.
Cheek or whatever. Yeah, they're gonna do like prenatal.
Shady.
Isn't that shady?
His entire behavior is saying guilty. Because what is wrong with you?
Guilty.
If you did not have sex with this woman, then who cares if she wants to have her baby and whatever? You know, you already confident it's not your baby.
Right.
So you want a woman to have an abortion for somebody else's child. Why would you care?
Right. But it's probably his and his children.
No, it's definitely his by his behavior.
Right.
Wow. Is he in a relationship? No? Who is he dating? Okay.
Well, he and Susie broke up.
Right.
And they reunited for like, I guess they were filming something at the same time or something. It looked like they might. And it looks like that may have fizzled out. I don't know, because it's all him and his fitness stuff on social media. I think he's just busy, running the street. Yeah. Clearly.
How unprofessional are you? What is wrong with you?
I mean, seriously, the whole filing said that she contacted him because she wanted to work with him and get like a short-term rental property, like as an investment or whatever. He does. But apparently they...
And also her.
What about her?
I'm just saying, why are you having sex with your realtor?
Right.
You're both unprofessional in this thing. He didn't, unless you're saying he forced you, which is not what you're saying, then you're both unprofessional. All right. So you both are unprofessional and careless. Now you're pregnant. Get your act together, Clayton. Stop. Deadbeat dads are not the look for anyone.
Wrap it up, dude. What are you doing?
If you're gonna run the streets with some condoms, please.
Right. So it's just a hot mess. And honestly, it's like the biggest it's the biggest scandal in Bachelor Nation right now.
Wow.
I think it will definitely grow. I mean, this is a bigger scandal than Josh Cedar being alive.
That name will never leave my lips again.
Man.
So thirsty and pathetic. Where is he? Where is he now, Shawnee?
Still on social media, right back to what he was doing.
So what is he just continuing on as if he didn't try to scam us into thinking he was there?
Allegedly. Because
allegedly.
Remember, he was hacked.
He
was hacked for a full day, trying desperately to get back in and let us know that he was alive. Meanwhile, he has all our phone numbers, email addresses, the email address
that he uses
every on the planet. Didn't contact any of us.
The one time he didn't contact the media. So he hacked himself.
Allegedly.
He's so lame.
I'm done with that.
I'm done with him. I'm done with Karini. I'm done with
Paul.
I'm done with Paul. I'm done with all of them.
Anybody that's making up stuff for headlines, especially things like that.
Tony Karini posted a video, like a memorial for this man who was alive.
After talking about his life insurance.
When I heard the music, I was gasping. And then I'm like, by the way, what is she doing? Because even if you had heard he had died, the world, like, it was just, Karini is not. Karini and Paul.
Not all there.
Not all there. Nothing is.
A hot mess.
Oh, Lord.
But we can make fun of them forever. So.
I listen. Oh, yes. So it's content. Everything is content.
Right. Here's your 5 minutes of attention, guys. Have it.
Yeah, like take it, run with it. They're not even doing anything with the attention anyway. They have no businesses. They're not even really making the most out of these things that because they don't have nothing to promote. They're not back on TV. They're not even. Are they even doing cameos?
I don't think so. Maybe
even the most basic thing that you could do as a reality star, they're not doing. So right. What is the attention for? For one more follower? Because
I mean, if you ask me, I think that a lot of people do reality TV because they have like issues. Like, almost like even like a narcissism thing. Like they have issues. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
It's the attention, the me. They can't stand it if they're not getting the DMs and getting the attention and having people talk. I mean, look at how Paul made national news. He made international news. They had him on the news in Brazil.
Oh my gosh.
It's like a big deal, all of this. And then nothing.
With his little 15-year-old friend. Why is Paul hanging out with a bunch of 15-year-old teenagers, Shawnee, as a grown man?
That's a good question. Wouldn't be mine, I'll tell you that.
Come up with a 15. What do you mean come with a bunch of teenagers as a grown adult that you're not related to?
Nothing. I mean, his mentality is like right there though, right? Like
yeah. That's true.
It's creepy and it's weird and he needs to come home. And I mean, what's the deal with the babies? Because they were supposed to be going to a meeting or something about getting their babies back, and then he didn't come back from Brazil. I mean, they're never going to get those kids back.
Johnny, no. I think the kids are fine where they are. These two are not ready for kids.
I agree with that. I'm just saying, like,
yeah, no.
Why aren't you guys doing everything that you have to do to get these kids back? What are you doing?
I don't. Everything we've seen, this little stunt that they just pulled is proof.
I think this is going to be the nail in the coffin for them.
You're not ready for. Let these kids grow up, and when they're 18, if they want to be with you guys, but the back and forth and
it's too unstable. It's
those sweet little babies. No, let them just have a great life and.
Right. And then if they do decide that they want to see them, like show them what they did on TV first and then ask them again.
Sure you want to see these? You sure want to claim these people as your parents? But I think they, from what I understand, Karini does get to visit them. She does get to spend.
Paul's mother.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, you know.
So, yup situation, right?
Well, that's that, Shawnee. We had a lot to say today.
We did. It was great. Get ready for next week, though. Next week, we're going to have so much more to talk about because we have Dancing with the Stars, Bachelor in Paradise, The Golden Bachelor, which I am super excited about. I think the Golden Bachelor you should turn in. It's going to be the most wholesome Bachelor.
When is Golden Bachelor premiering?
The Thursday, the 28th.
Next week, Thursday.
And Bachelor in Paradise as well follows right behind it. Dancing with the Stars on Tuesday. We just got a lot of TV coming, and it's
oh my god,
that's TV for the whole winter. So buckle up, you know.